Today I have to show you a knife set that I just got. It is by the company Aicok, and it's a 6-set knife set that also comes with a wooden block. What makes this set special is the knives themselves are made from German high carbon stainless steel blades, and that it's one single piece, so it's not just the blade and the handle's a second piece of metal. It's one solid piece from the tip all the way to the end, which makes it a lot stronger. Here it is out of the box. It's a very attractive wood block. As you see from the front, it has a very nice pretty wood grain, and with the metal here, the chrome, it has a nice modern look about it. You have the little Aicok logo there, name. I have some things to try it out on. We've got a lemon, there's some onion, celery, carrots, and a piece of bread. Let's try a piece of bread first on the bread knife. That's this one here. Try that. Wow, that was actually very sharp. Made a nice clean cut. Didn't mash it down like some knives do. When you try to cut something, it ends up mashing the bread down. It did not do that. It made a nice slice there of that bread. So that did good on the bread knife. Now let's try my favorite knife I always like to use is the chef knife. Let's try it on a lemon. That's the center one. Main knife you're going to use. And there we go. Alright. So I'm going to cut that. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's so sharp. This is the knife I have been using. I think it's a Faberware. And to do the knife, I have to kind of saw it to make it work like that. So obviously it's not that sharp or efficient. But this, I'm going to take it on another spot here, and it just glides. Wow, this is really fast. Let me try it. Wow. Let me try some thin slices. Those are always hard to get with my other knife. Try some. I'll put some in some tea. Now let's take a look at the slices. See how thin that is? Wonderful. I'm really impressed. I've tried out a lot of knives, and this is a lot of them I've gotten just aren't that sharp. This is a sharp knife. Okay. So we got wonderful lemons. Let's put the lemon back over here. This is where you really, the chef knife, dicing it up into small pieces. So let's try that. Oh yeah. So nice. As you can see, look how tiny. I was able to make these little onion bits. That's some small pieces of onion, which means this is again a sharp knife. So far I'm very impressed by this knife set. I'm just going to compare the two because this one I've used a lot. Okay, first thing I noticed between like this one and this one is the weight. And see how thick? See the difference in the thickness between this knife and that knife? Yeah, now you can see this is a much more sturdy knife. This one flexes. This one does not. This one, just like a lot of knives, this and this are not the same piece. So whenever this piece of plastic breaks, because that's what it is, it's plastic, this knife is not going to be working anymore. This is one solid piece. There's nothing to break on it. So very big difference between this knife and this cheap one. which means this is my knife set now, and this I'll just get rid of. Give it to somebody else. I'm going to try to use a chef knife for a couple more things, and then we're also going to check out the 3 remainder knives that we haven't tried out yet. Carrots, you need a very sharp knife if you want to make these small. Carrots, as you can see, it did a wonderful job, just like it did with the onion. And then we've got the celery. Go ahead and try it on that too. Okay. This goes right through it. Celery, just as good as the carrots. This, of course, is going to be your main knife. Chef knife is in the center. That's the knife you're going to use the most. So we have, this is the small, what they call paring knife, and then we have this one, which is a utility knife. I just want to maybe make some lemon slices. I don't want to get out the big knife. And I could just do it like that. See how great that did? I did really good on that with this knife. I'll try it on here. See how thin I can get this. Very thin. I want you to see these very thin slices I was able to get with that. Yes, nice and thin. You can see right through them. That's how thin these slices are. The final knife we're going to try out here is our, what do they call this again? 3.5 inch paring knife. I've got a fresh apple out. I like to eat apple a lot. This one, the 5-inch utility to cut it in half. Wow, that did a great job. And there, make it into 4s. And then I want to cut out this part here in the middle. So that's why this one's a great one, because I can just kind of get out stuff here, take out the little end piece, get out the little center part. Look at that. You see how thin that is? Isn't that great? You can see the light right through it. This is the way I like my slices, nice and thin. And then I can lay it out on a plate. It also makes it really pretty. Lay it out on a plate with some of your other fruit. Now this knife, this is the carving knife, so I don't have any meat to be able to show it on. I can go ahead and run it through a couple of things. I mean, this is just like all the other knives. This is an incredibly sharp, very precise knife, so if you have some meat and you want to be carving it, then this is going to be great. These knives did really good. I was expecting them to be decent, but not as good as they are. Absolute truth, this is the best knife set I have ever had. They're in the $45 range on Amazon. I've tried out a bunch of other knife sets. I've tried out like $25, $30 ones from Walmart, all horrible. I even tried out the $50 Ginsu knives. Everybody said, oh, the Ginsu's good. Well, the Ginsu's not good. Ginsu's not sharp. These are sharp knives. So that's it for today, and thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.